Okay, I'll freeze frame it. Needs to go over to the left. Now we're on. So I'm using the BSA R10. I am also using the H&N Terminators. There we go, we're at. So, every now and again it will throw a left, but I believe I'm on. Probably get even better results with a different pellet, but I thought I'd try the Terminators through. It's going slightly left now. Could be the wind, I suppose. Yeah, it's definitely going left. Right. Just make adjustments for that. Okay then, I've more or less zeroed it in now. So the next thing I'm doing, I'm going to chronograph the pellet. Now I've been on the H&N website, and if you go through the pellets, it tells you the BC information on that. I'm going to go with the BC for this pellet according to the website. If I do get any problems, I will then do my own BC by doing another chronograph test at 25 yards, and then using Ballistics app I will convert to the actual BC that the rifle's showing. So firing 10 shots, get the velocity. .0. These pellets weigh 7.25 grains. So an heavier pellet at 10.3 will bring it probably 11.8 maybe. 11.1. 11.0. 10.8. 11.0. 10.8. No, that one didn't register. 10.9.
9, 11.0. Last bullet.
I have to put another pellet in because it didn't register, didn't it?
.0. Empty magazine.
So I'll just bring it elevation up a bit, because it looks like the last lot have been falling a bit low, and that'll call it. So let's just go over to the chronograph and get the average velocity, probably about 11 foot-pounds. Okay, so the average is 10.9, high of 11.1, low of 11.8. So I've got an average of 824 feet per second, a high of 830, a low of 824, so it's a spread of 11, standard deviation of 4. So 11 feet per second won't really make any difference to the point of impact at all. Okay then, what I'm going to do now is find out the true BC of the pellet. H&M put it down as 0.016. So I'm not going to test that theory. 25 yards. So 25 yards, we're going to see what it is.
.633.
633, I think it said. You can't see it, but the phone is on the bench.
.638. 633. 636. 636. 638. 633. 636.
Okay then, I'll go up there and get the results. I've got the velocities on the screen, as you can see on the left hand side. Muzzle velocity in green was 824 feet per second, and at 25 yards it was down to 635 feet per second. So moving across, velocity at near distance will be the muzzle, so that's 824. Velocity far distance at 25 yards is 635. So near distance yards is 0. Farthest distance yards 25 yards. Calculate BC. So it is actually a 0.011, whereas on the H&N site it's done as 0.016. So there is a difference. It will vary depending on the velocity of the rifle, the actual rifle itself and the pellet. So that will be the ballistic coefficient that I put in the calculator from now on. So that's what I'll be going with. If you look at the top of the screen, pyramydair.com/widgets, that will get you to this. And then if you look down this side, look, it's got all kinds of different calculations you can use. So quite a good piece of software. So I'll put the information in on the scope. I'll show you what I'm doing with it. I'll put it in the ballistic calculator, then I'll upload it to the scope. So that'll be the next part of the video. Okay, now I've moved over to the ballistic app. So what we're doing now is putting the actual BC in for the results that I got. So going up to sample data at the top, everything should remain the same apart from the BC. So the BC that H&N put in is 0.016. The BC I got was a 0.011. So I'll put that in. 0.011. In fact, I put the full findings in, which will be 994. Come out of that and click save. So go back into there, see what it's saying. Yeah, it's put 12, look, because it was 119, so that it's close to the 2, so that's why they put 0.012. So it's 4 digits less than the one that they gave. So I'm just going to press save again. And what I'm going to do now is come back to the Arken scope. I'll turn the scope on. Just put a memory card in. Okay. So the scope is now switched on. So I'm going to go to where it says ballistic at the bottom of the phone, ballistic table. On the scope, I need to press the left hand button, and that's switched on the Bluetooth, and you can see that now it's connected at the top in blue. Back to ballistic table, and you can see the paper airplane at the top. I'm just going to press that, and you can see now that it's uploading. Ballistic table transfer successful. So that information has now gone into the scope. So I've now got the new ballistic table, and we'll see how it performs. So that is how to do the BC, find your BC yourself, how to calculate using Pyramyd Air calculators. I'll leave the link in description, and then how to upload it to the scope, and that information will stay in the scope, because you could have up to 26 different combination sets for different rifles and pellets. So you just go to the letter that represents your combination of pellet and rifle, and that is it. So thanks for watching. That's basically how I zero my rifle in and how to find the BC. The next part will be testing that theory out. But with the H&N Terminators being only 7.25 grains, the energy does drop off a lot quicker than a 10.3 grain pellet would say. So if it's only if it's losing 3.5 foot-pounds at 25 yards, I would suggest not using it further than 40 yards for rabbiting or anything like that. Because by the time it's got out to 40 yards, it's going to be a lot less power. So if you look on the table here, look, I mean, based on this, I mean, at 25 yards, what did I have? I'll just find out. It's not far off actually looking at that. 25 yards, came back as 6.5 foot-pounds. So there's no halves on here, so yeah, it is right looking at that. So let's see, at 40 yards it's showing up 4 foot-pounds. So let's say to kill a rabbit with a headshot, it's got to be 3 foot-pounds. So I mean, based on this table, 50 yards, it's still got 4 foot-pounds of energy. But for the pellet itself, I won't really shoot much above 30 or 40 yards because of the energy loss and the way that the wind will affect the pellet in flight. But there you go. I've got this set at 70 yards. It's only 2 foot-pounds. So the limit for a rabbit here, based on what they say, is 65 yards. But that's well outside normal abilities. I think most people try and get in close to like 30 yards, which you've got plenty there. You've got double the energy you need to kill a rabbit at 30 foot-pound. At 30 yards, it's 6 foot-pound. So there we go. Finding the BC of the H&N Terminator for a sub 12 foot-pound BSA R10. Based on the pellet weight, it came back at 10.9 foot-pounds. Okay then. It's actually 10 yards. Just going to black and white to get the so it seems to be on from 10 yards out to 19 up to that. Alright. Okay, magazine load up again. Change colour of the reticle. I'll go with that one, I think. We'll see what red is. Yeah, I'll go with red. Right. .22. So shooting a bit to the left. Obviously it's a different day, so there's no wind today. So there's something to take into account. You can see it's going through the same hole, it just needs a bit of windage. So if I go there, same there, I'm trying it at the same spot. Yeah. Could be it. Yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah. Right, I'll do my last shots now. That is cold. It's only just above freezing. Oof. What we done? Yep. Okay then, so just testing a few days later, the BC is spot on. It was 0.012 with the Terminator through the BSA R10 Mk2. I've got a bit of wind today, so it's blowing it a bit to the left, as you can see. But as far as it goes, it's on from 10 yards. That's 22.